Good morning, class, and welcome back. Today we're going to continue on our topic of colors. Does anybody remember what we learned yesterday? Raise your hand. Yep. That's right, we learned about primary colors. And if you remember, primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. Well, today we have a special friend who's going to talk to us a little bit about primary colors with a special story. So if you will all quietly stand up, please, and join me in our reading corner, we will begin. Our friend Mittens the Mouse is back to share a little story with us about primary colors. Mittens has a little story about some of his friends and how they got into some trouble with a cat and some paint. So, as Mittens and I read aloud, you guys go ahead and read along with us, and I'll make sure to show you all the colors. This book is called Mouse Paint by Ellen Stoll Walsh. Once there were 3 white mice on a white piece of paper. The cat couldn't find them. See how they're hidden on the paper? The cat couldn't find where they are. One day, while the cat was asleep, the mice saw 3 jars of paint. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. What do those 3 jars of paint represent, boys and girls? That's right, these are the primary colors. They thought it was mouse paint. They climbed right in. Then, 1 was red, 1 was yellow, and 1 was blue. They dripped puddles of paint onto the paper. The puddles looked like fun. The red mouse stepped into a yellow puddle and did a little dance. His red feet stirred the yellow puddle until, what do you guys think is going to happen? What did we learn yesterday? That's right, it's going to change colors, right? What do red and yellow make? Look, he cried, red feet in a yellow puddle make orange. You guys were right. The yellow mouse hopped into a blue puddle. His feet mixed and stirred and mixed until, what do you guys think is going to happen? Just like the red mouse, the yellow mouse is going to change colors, huh? Look down, said the red mouse and the blue mouse. Yellow feet in a blue puddle make green. Then the blue mouse jumped into a red puddle. He splashed and mixed and danced until he's going to change colors too, huh? Purple, they all shouted. Blue feet in a red puddle make, that's right, purple. But the paint on their fur got sticky and stiff. So they washed themselves down to a nice, soft white. What are they washing themselves in? The cat food bowl. And painted the paper instead. They painted 1 part red and 1 part yellow. And 1 part blue. They mixed the red and yellow to paint an orange part, yellow and blue to paint a green part, and blue and red to paint a purple part. But they left some white because of the cat. The end. Okay class, let's help Mittens the mouse remember what our primary colors are. Let's go over that. They're red, yellow, and blue. What two colors do we mix together to get orange? That's right, red and yellow. What two colors do we mix together to get green? Blue and yellow. Now what two colors do we mix together to get purple? That's right, red and blue. Mittens the mouse is very happy and he was so glad to share his story of his friends with you guys. Now, today we're gonna work with Mittens to play with something very colorful ourselves. What's something colorful that we might be playing with? Does anybody know? No, not flowers. Nope, not a rainbow, but it's something that tastes like a rainbow. What do you think that is? Somebody raise their hand. That's right, Skittles. Today we're going to use Skittles to learn more about colors and to work on a little bit of our math skills. So everybody please stand quietly and go to your individual tables. Okay class, so the project we're going to be working on today is called Counting Skittles. Each one of your tables, tables 1, 2, 3, and 4, have a bag of Skittles in the middle of the table. Now don't open them yet. What we're going to do is we're going to take out all the Skittles from our bag and count how many of the individual colors there are. So for example, you're going to separate the reds from the oranges, from the yellows, from the greens, from the purples. Then you're going to count how many of each color there are. After that, we're going to tally up on here from each individual table how many Skittles of each color there are. So we'll tally up how many reds there are, how many oranges there are, how many yellows there are, how many greens, and how many purples. Then we're going to compare all of our different numbers to see if all the bags of Skittles are the same. What do you guys think? Do you think all bags of Skittles are the same? Yeah? Well, we'll just have to find out. Now there's one more thing. When you open the Skittles, don't eat any of them yet. We need to count each Skittle or else we won't know if they're really all the same or not. There might be more Skittles in one bag and we might just have the lucky bag. But if not, we'll see. So make sure you keep all the Skittles out and none in your belly. Afterwards, if you're good and you don't eat any of the Skittles, I'll make sure to give you guys a bag to take home and eat later. Now that we're all seated, I'm going to come to each individual table and show you exactly how I set up my chart in order to count all the different Skittles. So here is my example for you, table 1. I wrote out red, orange, yellow, green, and purple. Then I made a separate column to put all the Skittles in so it makes it easier to count them out. What I did was I opened my bag of Skittles, poured them onto the paper, and then separated them. So I put my reds by the red, my oranges by orange, my yellows by the yellow, my green by green, and my purples by purples. Now make sure that you don't get them mixed up because if they're all mixed in, you're gonna have a difficult time counting. So try to separate them out as best as you can, just like I did here. Then you're gonna count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 red Skittles in my red bag. So then in the total column, which is the column to the very right, you're going to write the total number of Skittles of that color that you found. So for my reds in this bag, I counted 13. You're going to do that for all the rest of the colors as well. For my bag, I got 18 oranges, 9 yellows, 9 greens, and 15 purples. At the end of that, once I counted all the Skittles in my bag, I added up each total for each different color, and I got the total number of Skittles in the bag. So for my bag, I had 64 total Skittles. Now, you guys are all gonna do this yourselves. Make sure you open the bag, separate them out just like I did next to their specific color, and then count them out and write the totals and get the whole bag total. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna separate the reds, the oranges, the yellows, the greens, and the purples. If I were you, I'd start with the reds because it's the very first one. So go ahead, put your red Skittles into this box. No, what color is this? Yep, that's purple. Which one of these says purple? Purple starts with a P, right? Okay, so it's this one. P-U-R-P-L-E. That's purple. So you're going to put your purples into this box. So go ahead and move that Skittle back down to the very last box. Now, which ones are the red Skittles? Perfect. Now move all your red Skittles into this box. Perfect. Great job. Okay, now you're going to separate all the oranges and put the oranges into this box. Yep, that's right. Good job. Uh-oh, what's that? There you go. Oh, there's not that many oranges, is there? Okay, now you're gonna put all the yellows into this box. So separate all the yellows right here. Perfect. Keep them separated. Good job, Joey. Okay, now we're gonna do the green Skittles into this box. Separate all the green Skittles into this box. So get those purples out of there. Good job. Okay, so now that you have all your Skittles separated, I want you to go ahead and count each different color and get the total number. So let's start with the reds. Count out the red Skittles. Yeah, use your pencil to put the total number in. Count out how many red Skittles there are right now. I would start on this side and count so that you don't get any of them confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 red Skittles. So go ahead and write that number right here. Okay, now let's move on to orange. Go ahead and count out the orange just like you did the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 orange Skittles. Write that number right here. 1, 1. Good job. Okay. Now, let's count the yellow Skittles just like we did orange and red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 yellow Skittles. Now write that number right here. 17. What numbers are in 17? A 1 and a 7. No, switch those. The 1 comes before the 7. That's 71. 1, 7. Good job. Now let's count out the green Skittles. Go ahead and count those ones out and then we'll put the total number right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 greens. Good job. Now we only have one more color left and that's purples. So we're going to count out each one of the purple Skittles and put the total number there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 purple Skittles. Write that total number right here. Good job.